The NFC is super weak this year, and I think because of that, many teams who possibly missed out on a playoff spot last year could potentially force their way in this year. And the main team we're going to be covering today is the New Orleans Saints, and why I think that they could possibly make a deep playoff run. All the crazy things that have been happening this offseason, including the big trades, the big signings, all of that is shaking up the conferences. Guys like Russell Wilson, Davante Adams, completely changing conferences and going to the AFC. However, there's one team that really hasn't lost many people that has been under the radar, that being the New Orleans Saints. Besides losing big Teron Armstead on the offensive line this year, they haven't really lost many players to free agency. Jameis Winston is going to be healthy and recovered for the new season, and they're hoping that Michael Thomas will be back as well. I think this is important because if Michael Thomas does come back, they could potentially have one of the best receiving cores in the league. Michael Thomas obviously had his Offensive Player of the Year award. He's been an All-Pro, Pro Bowler, whatever you want to say about him. He's been a stud. Not to mention that they recently added Jarvis Landry into the Saints offense. Not to mention they also drafted Chris Olave this year in the first round. Speaking of draft, they drafted hopefully Teron Armstead's replacement and Trevor Penning. Their defense is still one of the best in the league, boasting Cameron Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, Demario Davis. But the question is really at that coaching position. Sean Payton was one of the best coaches in NFL history, obviously leading to the Saints to the Super Bowl in 2009. However, his connection and his coaching ability was so crucial for that Saints team that this year, now that he's gone, it's a big question mark of whether or not they're going to be able to play and perform up to their level. To be honest, I think that's one of the main reasons that a lot of people are nervous. The other reason I can see definitely being the fact that Jameis Winston is their quarterback. I mean, the guy literally had a 30 touchdown, 30 interception season. That is terrible. However, there were sparks of hope last year, especially in that first game against the Packers and when they absolutely just smoked Aaron Rodgers and shut him down. Now, one thing that's definitely not going to help them is their schedule. So obviously, the NFC South is not terrible, right? The Falcons, they're not very good. The Panthers might be a little bit better now that they got Baker, but still not like that much of a challenger. However, they do have to play Tampa twice, but to be fair, they do have Tom Brady's number, it seems, when they play the Buccaneers. And also, they have to play the AFC North. So, you got to play the Bengals, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Browns. If Deshaun Watson is there, it's going to be tough. So, it'll be interesting to see how that schedule pans out for them. It could go a few ways. But it's definitely not an easy path to the playoffs. But they could definitely sneak in regarding the fact that the rest of the NFC is not very good. It'd be interesting to see where you guys think the Saints will end up. I think they'll be in the wild card with teams such as the 49ers and the Cowboys. Another team that could possibly go in there would probably be the Vikings. However, with the Vikings, now that I think about it, we hype them up every year and then they're just underwhelming as shit. So I don't know about that, but they have a chance. They always do. The Saints are one of my favorite NFC teams, however, so I mean, it'd be really cool to see them make it back to the playoffs. Obviously, everybody knows the moments that they've been screwed recently in the playoffs. And for them to get back with a new QB, a new bunch of other guys, obviously they've got Alvin Kamara, too, I forgot to mention as well. All those guys are really talented, really skilled. It's just going to be having to, mesh it all together, That's why the coach is really important, and I could see that being an issue. However, I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that it ends up being all right. So, hopefully, the Saints make it to a playoff run. I'd love to see it. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.